Everyone, Coach Sullivan here again with MJS Coaching Football. To my subscribers, I thank you. Non-subscribers, I'm trying to tease you into pushing that button. This past fall, I completed my 38th year coaching football, and as a defensive coordinator. But over that time, I've also been an offensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, a longtime head coach, and all of this at both the collegiate and high school levels. In this presentation, I want to talk to you about one of our sniper games in our 3-4 package that we call Kobra Gray Reed. Okay? I guess I didn't need that extra. Kobra Gray Reed. All right? And so we're going to show it to you versus zone and power read and RPO, and we execute it even if we don't get any of that. Okay? So over here are the key terms for us to execute Kobra Gray Reed, and then over here is the diagram where I'll show you how it all works. Okay? So first of all, we can play it out of multiple fronts, but we normally just play it out of our base 3-4 front, which you're looking at right now, okay, which is our 50 front, 2-high shell. So over here, the number one term is Kobra, and Kobra means we're going to take aim at the quarterback's read, which is our sniper game philosophy. We're not taking aim at the quarterback himself, we're taking aim at his read, right? You know, when the RPO and the read game started roughly 10 years ago, give or take, I mean, the offense has really had us on our heels for a stretch. Well, this is our way of taking it back at them, okay, and dictating to them what the read is, not the other way around. And in so doing, we have run defenders, RPO, run pass option. I don't want to ask one player to play the run and the pass. I mean, that's just not fair. So we got run defenders, we got pass defenders, okay? So you'll see how that plays out as well. So in Kobra, letter A, we involve the D-line, the inside linebacker, and the outside linebacker. So I have it drawn up in an offset. It's best versus offset because in pistol, I mean, you really got to have real definitive tendencies as to which way it's going to go. Then you're going to be playing hesitant just to see post-snap where it's going. So that's why we typically don't execute this versus a pistol look, okay? But technically, if we got the tendencies, we have, okay? So then in letter B, for the quarterback, the read we're dictating is it's a give. It's a give if it's a zone read. It's a give if it's a power read, okay? And we're also able to cover the pass because we got pass defenders are different from the run defenders. Number two, the purpose of Kobra Gray Read is determine the read for the quarterback. First and foremost, that's the sniper game philosophy. Non-subscribers, if you hit the button, you have access to the introduction in the playlist. We can mix up our quarterback defenders. We also have multiple quarterback defenders. And we can sell out on the dive and zone read, and we can sell out on the inside portion of power read, which is the quarterback. Okay, and again, we can cover the RPO because we got separate pass defenders from run defenders. Woo! And then number three, the gray read, the safety, right on the side of the Lucky Ringo. He's going to be responsible for jumping the slant, the seam, the hitch. Okay, whatever terminology you use, I'll show you at the end. Okay, that's the safety's job. That's why we got Sky over here. Okay, so let's start things off. One of the keys, before we even get to the Kobra Gray Read part of it, you got to teach your players where the zone read threat is versus the power read threat. And we're not getting into wide receiver motions here, so this is a no-mo. Okay, the offset halfback side is the zone read side. The side away from the offset halfbacks, the power read side, okay? Typically, in a zone read, the side of the halfbacks, the RPO, the power read, it would be over here. So Gray Read, opposite the Lucky Ringo, they play our base match quarters, Gray 4. Woo-hoo-hoo, right? How simple does it get? Our base, we go back to base, okay? So now let's get specifically to Kobra. Okay. In this case, the dime is the outside linebacker, so he's making the Lucky Ringo. he is going to line up in his usual 5x3, which means no wider than 5 yards from the tackle. And the 3 is he puts his inside toe on the DN's heel. If you don't give him a tangible landmark, you'll see he's 5 yards. He's as deep as the inside. We don't want that. So now in the snap of the football, he is reading the mesh. Okay, he's reading the hip and the mesh, okay, between the halfback and the quarterback. So in a zone read, right, the quarterback is going to open right to him, and the halfback's cutting in front of him, right, zone read. So the outside linebacker is just blitzing that hip, and he's got quarterback. The quarterback reads that, and that's the give, right? We determine the read for him. So what's meant by the static, the inside linebacker on the side of the halfback and the lucky Ringo, he's just sitting and zitting, reading the mesh. So he reads the give. Quarterback doesn't have it. He's folding in. He's the backside linebacker. If for some reason the quarterback kept it, then he's also a quarterback defender. Okay? So now what's happening up front? Remember, it includes the D-line. Defensive end on the side of the lucky Ringo. Sticks A-gap. The nose guard. Sticks B opposite the call. So if you get down block or reach blocks here, okay, the quarterback on a power read right? He's going to read opposite color is showing because this defensive end away, so it's A, B, C, defensive end away, slanting up in the C gap. Okay, he's going to see opposite color. Typically, you get down blocks on a power read because he's pulling. He's going to see opposite color and he's going to give the football. Hence, give, right? Give. So now here's the difference for the blitzer. On the power read, now the quarterback's action is this. The running back's cutting in front of him. And typically you can tell from the alignment. In zone read, he's probably a little deeper than the quarterback. Power read, he's got to be even with him. I mean, he doesn't have to be, but he's probably going to be even with him. So you teach your outside linebackers to recognize those things. So now on the power read, he changes his course, so he's still a quarterback defender. Okay? So now he is quarterback to running back. Now he is quarterback because he's going to have a guard pulling. He's going to have a different action, right? Multiple quarterback defenders. Okay? And then you got him, and him available as well to help stop the run with the halfback getting the football. If it's RPO, they're playing their gray 4. So these guys won't be blocking. They'll be into some coverage. Okay? So speaking of, the last part of this here, safety. So on an RPO, right, likely a zone read. So we'll just circle the zone read. On a slant bubble, he's got to jump that. I'm not going to switch colors. It gets a little time-consuming and cumbersome. Right? He jumps the bubble. If you get a seam route, he plays the seam route. If you get a little hitch and replace, he jumps the hitch. So that's what the safety's job is on the side of the lucky Ringo here in gray read. That he's a pass defender. Okay, these guys are playing the pass exclusively. Okay, so that's how it works. So that is Kobra, gray read, and how we execute it. So as I said at the beginning, my subscribers, I thank you. Non-subscribers, I hope I teach you into pushing the button. I want to thank you for watching MGS Coaching Football, and I want to thank YouTube for providing this platform.